Hey guys, it's Gina with WitchyGirlTarot, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, welcome. I hope that you'll hit the subscribe button before the ending of today's video. And if you already are subscribed, thank you for checking in with me every month. I want to apologize for last month. I didn't put any videos out, and it's because I'm currently moving from one state to another. So I have so much going on in my own personal life, but I'm so happy to be able to do these videos for this month, for the new year, for the sign of Capricorn 2021. January 2021, a new year. Doesn't that sound amazing? 2020, if there's anything that we can agree on, was a crazy year for us all as a collective. But I have faith that 2021 is going to be beautiful for you, Capricorn. And currently you are going through some stuff personally at home. Some of you, this has to do with a relationship. It could be a romantic relationship, or maybe a relationship, I feel like, with a family member that you're dealing with right now. Okay, so before I get into today's message, if you are interested in a reading, just go to the description box below. All the information is there. If you get a reading with me and you refer someone, you get a free reading. Don't forget to like this video, because it suggests this video to other people who are looking for a video for Capricorn for this month. You know, with all the algorithms and stuff, they're always changing things around. Now let's get started, Capricorn. There's a lot to unpack. What's going on currently in your life going into 2021? What's the situation right now? We see you choosing happiness going into 2021. We have the Sun card. Okay, so we see you really wanting to be optimistic, and you're really trying to see the best in a situation, because there's something deeper going on from within that you're stressing out about. But for the most part, you're choosing to be happy, you're choosing to be positive, and you're really, with that Ace of Wands confirming that Sun card, you really are choosing happiness over everything. You are deciding, you know what, I'm gonna try to get over this situation, I'm gonna look at the best of the situation. But when you're at home, we see you with the Nine of Swords. When you're possibly going to sleep, you're probably not sleeping as good as you normally would. You're stressed out at night. You're having nightmares. Maybe you're having anxiety attacks at night when you're by yourself. And it is regarding something that you put all of your energy into. It could be a job, it could be a friendship, or a relationship with a family member. That tells me that you're stressed out about it at night. You're actually thinking about it more than you'd like to admit. And it is regarding something that you something that broke your heart. We see bad blood there, toxic bad blood. So there's some kind of bad blood between you and someone else, and it could have to do with that number 3. It could be a love triangle. Maybe the person you were with, again, maybe played you with someone else, or played you for something else, some kind of other reason, immaturity, gambling, drug addiction, whatever the case may be. And with that High Priestess energy, I do feel like this is something you knew for some time. It was something that you suspected, but it finally came out, and now you're just like, okay. Or it could be that with that Nine of Swords, it still hasn't come out yet, but it's something that you think that's going to happen, and it's something that keeps you up at night. You're worrying about something happening in regards to that Three of Swords. So you're worried about getting your heart broken, or you have gotten your heart broken, and you feel like it's going to happen, okay? With the Four of Wands then coming in, we see you wanting to have made it work in this situation. Whether it had been a job, you really wanted, you were there for some time, or you saw yourself being there for some time, you saw yourself growing and you were laid off, or you were, whatever situation happened, you're no longer working there. The Four of Wands, it could be that you're a business owner, and with everything going on with another lockdown, you haven't been able to really provide for yourself, your family, or for your business. And in some situations, if this has to do with a relationship, it's feeling disillusioned, feeling like you accomplished so much with this person, or that you wanted to get married, or you wanted further commitment with this person, you were happy with this person, or you wanted, or like the idea of being with this person. But ultimately, with the Five of Wands coming in, there was a lot of conflict between you and this person. There was conflict possibly even between you and that person's family, or your family with that person's family. So there was definitely conflict there, but you did want to make it work. So this is the energy that you currently have. But let's see how the energy is going to start to switch into as we get into 2021. What is the energy? What is going to be your main focus the main theme of 2021 for you. Okay. We have the Death card, ruled by Scorpio. Death means transformation, okay? So there's going to be a transformation going on in your life, Capricorn. This means that you are going to, cycles are going to end, new cycles are going to begin, relationships are going to end, new relationships are going to begin, doors are going to open, some doors are going to close, other doors are going to open. So you're going through that, again, that death, that transformation, like a butterfly. Once a caterpillar, then a cocoon, then a butterfly. So that's what's going to be going on in 2021. And that's a major arcana card. The Death card means it's a major arcana, meaning that it's a life lesson. It's not something that you can avoid. It's something that you have to go through. You will go through. It's inevitable. So there's going to be a death of your ego, or the death of a relationship completely being severed, and you not ever looking back, because that person is going to ruin it to a point where you're just like, I never ever want to speak to you again. And in 2021, it's really going to be your transformation of seeing you becoming a different person, you being completely different than who you are now. A year does change things. Now, we see you going into 2021 with that Death card, a transformation. What else? What else will be happening in 2021 for you? We have another flyer. We have the Two of Wands. So you're going to be planning something. You may be planning on moving, okay? Because we see her, there's a body of water there. She's planning something. So you may be thinking of maybe a vacation. Maybe you're thinking about moving from where you're at and having a fresh start. Let's see. Let's see for my other deck. Let's clarify this. Do we have a card that flipped? No, we didn't. Oh, we did. All right, the Fool. So this is going to be, again, it could be you taking a chance on something. You deciding, you know what, I've been wanting to move. I didn't think about it as much as I did now. I'm not going to think about it too much now. I'm out, and you're going to leave. Or you could be thinking, you know what, let me just go on a vacation. Let me just venture. The Fool energy is someone who's underprepared, but it could also be someone who's just living their best life, and they're just taking it as life comes. They're going with the flow. So with the Two of Wands, then going into the Fool card, that tells me that you're planning. You're either planning to travel somewhere, or you're planning to move somewhere, and you're really thinking about taking that risk and actually being like, you know what, there's nothing keeping me here anymore. What else do we see for you in 2021? So we see you transforming, we see you moving, you relocating. A lot of people are relocating. Like most of these readings are relocating. Then we see the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. So this may be someone coming in with some passion in for you. It could be a fire sign. Could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Or Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Okay. Let's see. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Someone coming in for you. Someone coming. Ooh, yes. This is definitely love. Love is going to be coming to you in 2021. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is someone who brings passion, and the Knight of Cups is someone who brings emotion, and someone who brings also passion, someone who brings sentiment, someone who's very forthcoming, and someone who's also very, very charming. And the Knight of Wands is also very charming. You know, they are on horses, they are knights, so they want to protect you. So one's going to protect you more with their emotions, and they're going to be very honest with their emotions, and the other one is going to be more about action and actually showing you. So this could be two different people, or it could just be Spirit telling us love is definitely coming, and you're either going to be with a fire sign or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So we got complete transformation. It could be that, you know what, you decide to move and you meet somebody that like sweeps you off your feet. And it could be a really, I don't want to be cheesy or corny, but it could be like a real love story. So, you know, maybe you decide to move and you meet someone. Let's see, Capricorn. We do see you with the 10 of Cups ending. What to look forward to in 10 of Cups for 2021. Happiness, bliss, abundance of love, harmony. Everything's in sync, balance, love. So just lots of good emotions, good vibes, good energy. Good juju. So the 10 of Cups is also a card of completion, 10 being a number of completion. So that's really feeling happy, ultimate bliss. So Capricorn, 2021 is going to be the year that your 2020 was a year from hell for a lot of people, and it might have been for you, and it might still be something that's lingering going into 2021, but 2021 is going to be completely the opposite. You just have to be really open and receptive to whatever's coming your way. If you're open and receptive to whatever may come, you know, you may meet someone, you may gain, and somebody may be like, listen, I have an opportunity here for you, and you might have never thought you would take it, and now you're feeling like, you know what, maybe I should take a risk. If you've been feeling like you should take a risk, Capricorn, I think this is a green light. Now the 10 of Cups, ultimate bliss and happiness. Let's confirm this card. Why is this card showing up? What is this happiness regarding? Let's see. Ooh, the Judgment card, major arcana card. So the happiness is going to be based on the decisions you make. So happiness is ultimately what you created, okay? So someone can't make you happy if you're not willing to be happy or you want to be happy. If you're not a happy person, if you have some stuff that's built in that you haven't worked on, you're not going to be a happy person, okay? So happiness is truly what you make it, but in order to reach that 10 of Cups, that happiness, there's a major decision you need to make in your life, and it may be that Fool card, you planning on something, maybe it's you planning to move, but I feel like this is also about you taking that chance, actually saying, you know, I'm going to do something, going for it, because that Knight of Wands could also be you taking action in something, okay? Taking action and then finding that happiness and cultivating that happiness, creating that happiness for yourself, okay? So how does money look for you this year, Capricorn? Let's see. We have, oh wow, okay. So we have the 7 of Pentacles coming in, the 7 of Pentacles. So this is you already having things together. You may have had some money saved, you've been investing your money, or you have some money that you want to invest, and now you're sitting there thinking to yourself, okay, how do I make my money grow for me? How do I make my money move and constantly be moving when I'm asleep? You want residual income, and so you've reached a point now where you're just like, what's the next step? How do I make this grow from what I have? And then we see the 4 of Swords that also flew out. So as in regards to money, in regards to your career, this means that you're going to be at a place where you're comfortable, and it's going to be like you're going to feel like you have potential to grow from where you're at, but there's a solid foundation. And with that 4 of Swords being a very calming, tranquil, resting card, I feel like it's not going to be something that's going to be stressful for you. You're not going to be worried so much about money where you're going to be stressed out. You're going to make your money, and things are going to come to you smoothly where you don't have to really stress out about them, okay? Let's see about your health. What's going on in the health department? Let's see. Let me grab my other deck. What's going on in the health department? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have the Chariot card. We have the Chariot card, which is about forward motion, balance. So this may be that this year you're going to really be taking control of your health and really eating healthy and really like cutting out the bad habits, extra sugar. You're going to start getting your sleep. You're really going to start to take care of your temple the way that you always said that you would. You're going to start doing that now. You're going to have more time to really focus on that. Or it could be an advice to adhere to. Maybe there needs to be more balance within your diet. Maybe there needs to be more balance within your lifestyle. So figure that out. Figure that out this year and really put that into your intention. Now I'm going to use this deck to clarify this Chariot card for health. Let's see. Justice, balance. So either you are going to be very, very balanced this year when it comes to health, not only just your physical health, but your spiritual health, your emotional well-being. You as a whole, in and out, is going to be more balanced, or you will be seeking that balance in 2021, which is a good thing. If you do have some underlying health issues, it looks like things are going to start to get into control, and there's going to be a balance there, okay? And if you're having a hard time balancing that out, it's all about making choices. So find that balance, Capricorn. All right. So what's something you should know that you don't know about 2021? Let's see. So we have so many cards that flew out, so I'm going to put them back. Okay. Thank goodness they're flying today, huh? Okay, there you go. So we have the Page of Swords. Okay, so this year, be open and receptive to knowledge. Be curious. Keep yourself open for every avenue. Like, start conversations with people that you wouldn't normally have conversations with. Look at other people's perspectives. Really allow yourself to be just open and receptive to any kind of knowledge that you can gain, just because knowledge is infinite and knowledge is power. Okay, all right, so keep that in mind and going into 2021. Keep yourself open. You don't know it all. You can definitely learn from someone else. And then we see the Knight of Wands to clarify that card. So we get the Knight of Wands energy again. So this means do the research, be open to new perspectives, to new ideas, creativity. But with that Knight of Wands, actually take action. Go for what you say. If you have an idea, actually go for it. Carry out those ideas. Carry out your intentions with actions behind those intentions. All right. Now, before we go, I'm going to draw a card from my Goddess Oracle deck to be some advice for you, and then we will end the video. What do we have for Capricorn for the new year, January 2021? January 21. Okay. All right. So we have the Leap of Faith card with Ain. That same Fool card energy, taking a chance, okay? And she says, take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Capricorn, there's something that you're being asked to do. There's some kind of opportunity that's going to be presenting itself. You have to remain open to really see it, because if you're closed off, you're not going to see it as an opportunity. You might see it as actually as like an obstruction or like a delay or an obstacle. Keep yourself open to possibilities and make some kind of, with that Judgment card, make a judgment call for yourself. Don't keep doing what you have been doing and expecting different results. That's literally